Yep. Okay. Go!
Will you hand me my screen box?
Hey everybody, just to give you a heads up, this comes from Miss Fields. We're going to start off with this one. This is Court Addict with ATX Alli. That's her.
Hey, that's me.
And Bill, that's me. So, hey everybody, thank you so much for coming in. We're going to start off with this one. Remember Miss Fields, go check her out, Court of Public Opinion. The description will be in the description.
Now go. And then we are on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Raven Russell, 241653. And
this girl has
name for the record,
a lot of charges.
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Kay Farwig.
Officer, keep promoting me before your exam. Okay. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from the testimony about giving this matter the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed on the warrant.
On Sunday, November 17th, 2024, at approximately 01:20 hours, Officer Saltzman of the Wyandotte Police Department was patrolling in the area of southbound 4th Street near Quarry Road when he observed the defendant's vehicle swerving, crossing over the lane markers. Officer Saltzman made contact with the driver, who was identified as Raven Russell. While speaking with the defendant, Officer Saltzman detected several clues of intoxication, including bloodshot and glossy eyes. Officer Saltzman administered standardized field sobriety tests to Russell, which showed several clues of intoxication. Russell was administered a portable breath test with the result of a .136. Russell was administered a portable breath test with the result of a .136 BRAC. Russell was placed under arrest. Officer Saltzman read Russell her chemical test rights, and she agreed to take a breath test. Sample 1 produced a .134, and sample 2 produced a .137. Per lien, Russell's driving history shows 2 OWI convictions, June in 2023 in Detroit and June 2023 in Wyandotte. Her driving history also shows multiple DWLS convictions, with the most recent being in January of 2023. Russell's driving privilege is currently revoked, and Ms. Russell currently shows 17 active warrants for her arrest, not including the 2 that she had with Wyandotte.
All right, upon examination of the complaining witness, I find that the offenses charged were committed and there's probable cause to believe the defendant committed those offenses. And counsel, your appearance, please, for the record.
Morning, Your Honor. Jordan Goldberg, P87047. I'm standing in for counsel of record Stephen Shard for the purposes of arraignment with Ms. Russell's consent. Is that correct, Ms. Russell?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Ms. Russell. Your name for the record, please.
Raven Russell.
All right, and counsel asks to the arraignment.
She'll waive a formal reading of the charges and stand mute, Your Honor.
All right, the court will waive the formal reading, and you have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you've had an opportunity to review or to speak with an attorney, to retain counsel and speak with an attorney in a breakout room today, correct?
Yes.
Are you also the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury, and you also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. We're going to schedule this matter for probable cause conference on November 26th at 9:15 a.m. And counsel asked to bond.
Your Honor, I would like Russell is gainfully employed at Moochie Farms in Trenton. She's a forklift operator and clerk. She's worked for 3 years. She's very concerned that the time in which it'll take her to get rid of the scram tether while in custody will result in her losing her job. And so she respectfully requests that the court permit her to go to the scram tether office and test daily and submit tests to pretrial services until she is fitted for a scram tether.
Okay. So I'm sorry, counsel, let me just clarify something here. I did not call case numbers 231963A and A, and then 231395. So, on those matters, council, we're going to schedule those also we're going to waive the formal reading on those matters as well, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And the court's going to schedule those matters for pretrial on November 26th at 10:15, and I've corrected the time on the probable cause conference, it's 10:15 a.m.
10:15 a.m., understood. Your Honor, was the initial arraignment as to a probation violation warrant then, or?
No, your client's failed to appear in this matter on all of her matters, so she hasn't even been arraigned on any of her matters. So, quite honestly, counsel, I don't see any reason why I'm going to allow your client to, on her own, go get the tether, because she's proven to this court that she doesn't appear for this court. She just keeps blowing us off. And I'm starting to take that a little personally, quite frankly, but,
Your Honor, this experience has been a very, very serious wake-up call for her, and if there's any possibility that you would permit her to get the court's grant tether so as to retain her employment, you will not skip another court date. She's retained counsel in this matter and has no intention of failing to appear.
so here's the problem this court is faced with, is that while the court does have to take into consideration your client's ability to pay and your client's employment opportunities and current situation, this court also has an obligation to ensure your client's going to show up, and the court has an obligation to the safety of the public. So I think it's often forgotten that there are other parties to these crimes, whether they're small or not small. And in this matter, your client has continuously failed to appear in this court. She actually, on August 18th of 2023, was arrested for driving while license suspended. And she was scheduled for an arraignment pretrial on September 28th. While she was awaiting that pretrial, she was charged with another driving while license suspended on September 5th of 2023. And then she failed to appear for her arraignment pretrial on October 12th in that matter. And then it appears as though at some point during 2023, your client ended up with another, prior to that in 2023, your client pled guilty to operating while visibly impaired in the Third Circuit Court, as well as possess or purchase or transport or carry a weapon without a valid license to carry such weapon. And while your client's out on bond is when she picks up the two cases in this court from 2023. Then your client still does not contact the court, does not attempt to clear up her warrant or anything of the like, and then she's arrested in this jurisdiction one more time, this time for operating while intoxicated are the allegations, and driving without a valid license. So the court counsel is not going to allow your client to go on her own to get the tether. I can assure you that.
I understand that. Thank you for your and if I would ask for a modest bond or the opportunity to post a 10% bond. I've spoken with her family. They've arranged for transportation for all things, obviously, as she cannot drive. But we'd ask for a modest bond of 10%.
Ma'am, where is it you work?
I work in Romulus.
Okay, and you live in Detroit, correct?
No, I'm in Trenton now. I just recently moved about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay, well, we have a number of different addresses. We have Southgate, and we have Detroit. So we're going to need your client's new address, because even the one we have on the newest case is not her correct address. So, and so, ma'am, how do you get back and forth to work on a daily basis from Trenton to Romulus?
My child's father, Ian Black.
Your child's father, okay? And do you all live together or no?
Yes,
Okay. So is he your significant other or is he only your roommate and child's father?
he's my significant other.
Okay, but yet you chose to describe him as your child's father. Okay. So my other question, I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
My other question, ma'am, is how long have you been working at?
I've been working there since March of 2022.
Okay. And how old are your children?
I have a 2-year-old and a 13-year-old.
So here's the problem, counsel. I wish that there was some device, and if somebody now develops it, perhaps they can, give some royalties back to the 27th District Court. But I wish that there was a device that if somebody doesn't have a valid license and they went into a car, it would not allow that car, that the person would have to wear a device, like a GPS tether. But then if they went into the car, it would not start the car. There'd be some electrical, I don't know what the word is, interference, electrical interference. But that's not the case. And I don't have the wherewithal to even know how to do that, to develop that. But in any event, your client has continuously failed to appear in court. And so I am not going to give your client a personal bond. The court's going to also note that the safety of the public is severely impacted when individuals that do not have the privilege to drive. And also, now this is, it appears a second offense that's alleged for the drunk driving. So the court's going to, on the 241653 matter, the court's going to order a $10,000 10% bond. The 231963A matter, the court's going to order a $5,000 10% bond. And on the 231395, the court's going to order a $3,500 10% bond. With the following bond conditions: you are not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. Before your release, ma'am, if you do post a bond, you are to have an alcohol tether through the Wayne County Jail. You are not to operate a motor vehicle. You do not have that privilege, ma'am. That's a privilege, not a right in the state of Michigan. You do not have that privilege. Are you still currently on probation for your matter from 2023 out of the Third Circuit Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And
She's on felony probation.
have you missed any of your probation appointments or court dates for that
No,
matter?
I have not missed anything. I report to my probation officer every week. I just was informed 2 weeks ago. She told me that she sent everything over for the judge for me to be early released. I didn't think that I had any issues with Wyandotte at all. I thought I was with me being on probation I thought I was doing everything that I was supposed to be doing. I wasn't unaware of anything that I didn't do.
Well, the officer can see you have 17 warrants, so I have no idea what your probation officer is looking at when your probation officer is reviewing your criminal history and making sure that you are getting everything cleared up so you don't have any further issues. But the Third Circuit Court Probation Division is not within my jurisdiction. Officer Barwig, how many, where are those warrants out of? What jurisdictions?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe the majority of them were out of Detroit. I don't currently have the list with me. Just when I counted, a lot of them were out of Detroit and then just surrounding jurisdictions.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm not sure why you wouldn't try to clear those up or why your probation officer wouldn't have you do that. However, that being as it may, the court has issued its order regarding your bond and your conditions. Any questions, counsel? And no driving, no driving. I don't know how much more I can reiterate that. You don't seem to care that you can't drive and you still do it. So I will assure you, ma'am, do not continue to put your nose up in the air at the reality that you do not have the valid privilege to drive a motor vehicle.
I will not, Your Honor. I promise you, I've been here many a times, and I promise I just want to put this behind me. I will not drive until I'm able to, and I don't see that being fit for a while. So I will not be behind the wheel on the road for anytime soon, Your Honor, and that's my word.
Okay, and I appreciate that, ma'am, but did you hear what you said?
Yes.
You've been here many times. At some point, I think you're going to want to stop coming here.
This is it for me. This is honestly it. And it's sad that it had to be this many times, but I'm being honest, and I do not want to keep looking over my shoulder and having to go through this. I apologize to you guys for even, for you feeling like I'm just turning my nose up or anything, but that's not the case. I just have a lot going on with life, and I'm not making any excuses because I'm gonna get ahead of it now. I promise I am. Y'all don't have to worry. You will not see me behind the wheel for anything. I do not want to go through this anymore. I just want to put it behind me, Judge.
Well, ma'am,
I'm serious from the bottom of my heart.
Okay, and I
Y'all
certainly
believe
hope
her?
that actually is, and I believe that that's what you intend, but I don't think that you are following through, well, you're not following through with what your intentions are. So I'm hoping that you're going to get some sort of assistance to follow through with what your intentions are so that you are not here again and that you are not always looking over your shoulder when you have your kids in your car. Okay, thank you. Are you kidding?
So, yeah, she was on felony probation, got a DUI, and had 17 warrants out for her arrest because she kept failing to appear. So, you believe her? You think that everything's going to be better and she's going to do everything right now?
No, I'm trying to go
think?
back and find that lawyer's expression whenever she was talking. You can tell her lawyer started losing his mind, like trying to get her to shut up.
Yeah, like don't tell this to the judge. This judge is not the one you want to cry in front of.
No, absolutely. I've seen Judge DeSanto give way too many chances to people, and I've seen her be overly generous to people. But she doesn't put up with the whining like that. She doesn't put up with the BSing her. If she would have, I don't know anything she could have said that would have made sense to Judge DeSanto at that moment. But if she would have been, trying, if she would have been hustling and just trying and just not getting there, Judge DeSanto would give her so many chances. We'd be pulling our hair out saying, why she keep getting more chances? But with her not even trying, Judge DeSanto wasn't going to give it a shot. What was her initial charges? Other than just not showing
I don't know
up?
what she was on felony. I don't know what she was on felony probation for, but yeah, I don't know what her original felony probation charges are, but I know she got a DUI, and that's the reason she was there now. So I don't have the answer to that.
Okay, Linus, I don't know what's up with the music.
The music at the end of the video is from Mrs. Fields. It's in her video.
Yeah. She probably added that to people like to steal each other's court videos, and so she adds that. It's
Who
easy
would
to tell
do that?
Well, if you see, she has to put her name on where it says Judge DeSanto there, and people are just asses. People just in the end they're lazy. We all have the same access to these court videos, but some people would rather just steal someone else's. Yeah. And so we don't do that. We steal it, and give them the credit.
Yes.
So why worry about that? But look, go check out Miss Fields. She does a damn good job. She really does.
She, I think, is the only person who actually has legit access to Judge DeSantos, right? Because she's the only one who gave her permission to come into her Zoom because she's not on YouTube anymore. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
I think that's the way it is now. Yeah.
No. Absolutely. And Miss Fields actually has a press pass, and it was
Team Skeptic. Sorry, Donald. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Donald. Team Skeptic. Go ahead, Bill. I'm sorry. I should have just said that in chat.
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. You continue.
Yeah, but in any way, she has a press pass and she got it before it got shut down, and so absolutely, Kim, I am promoting not stealing. No, I am actually stealing, but I am promoting it while I'm stealing it. So, but I do I do have a casual or cordial relationship with her, and I do send her a message before I do it. So now the rest of
I'm
them,
a
no,
huge fan of her stuff. Huge
I
fan of
am.
her stuff.
I am. No, absolutely, Big Tiff Dog. She asked for permission. It's not exclusive, no, but they're not giving out permission since then. So there we go
Yeah.
with that. Hey, John. John, how are you doing today? It's exciting to know if he's done any walking too. So yeah, Don, we're gonna look at we'll just say Missed Fields, and I like Team Skeptic, so yeah, Team Skeptic, but that's about it from what I know. So that answers that
Yeah, the
question,
TS.
Donald.
That's the only thing I can think of with TS is Team Skeptic. Sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted you. I just was like, oh no, I know the answer, and then I shout it before I think about it. So
Got you. Well, let's look at Body Cam Edition.
yeah, we're kind of body cam heavy today, just because that's the way it ended up happening. But there's some pretty good videos today. Let's see what. Oh, so yeah, this next one I'm going to give a little bit of a trigger warning. It's not a happy video, not like most of these are. Someone does die. It is not from an overdose. This woman caused an accident and was not sober when she did it. There's no graphic images or anything like that, but I just wanted to let you guys know that there's a little bit of a trigger warning with this one. So,
Yeah.
Big and Raid, yay!
Hot damn. Okay, good. So we got us a big and raid. Thank you so much. Thank you
Welcome
so much,
everybody. We're just about to, we're right about to start another video. So that's a great, let's let everybody filter in. Now, did you want me to tell them about my meeting this
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Tuesday?
Go and tell them about your meeting.
We'll talk about that. So welcome Biggin and all the Raiders. I had a meeting on when I went to clinic, which is the methadone clinic that I go to. And the purpose of my meeting, other than I had to go, was I wanted to talk to them about us being able to distribute Narcan if anybody wants any. And whether there was any like legal hookups for that, or if it wasn't a good idea, or any liability issues. They said absolutely not. There's no liability issues. That they will provide me with all the free Narcan I want to distribute to as many people as I can. So I'm going to look into how much it's going to cost to ship it out. It shouldn't be more than a couple dollars, I'm hoping. So if that's something that you guys want, and you want to just cover the cost of shipping, that's all I ask, then send me a DM in Discord, and I'd be more than happy to. I've got a case of them right now, and I can get more as needed. But they're like $45 at Walgreens, at least here in Texas they are. And I just truly don't believe any addict would ever spend $45 to have that. Although there are lots of places you can get it for free, not everybody knows that. And it's really handy to have. I have one in my car, I have one in my purse, I have one in my bathroom, just because you never know. We have people come over to our house. I don't know the intimate details of every person's life. Just want to have it handy. And I keep it in my car in case I come across somebody on the road. So yeah, it was a great meeting. I also got I told them what we were trying to do here, and they loved it. It was actually a really fantastic meeting. They were super on board, super supportive. And the clinic I go to is actually a network of clinics that I think they do like 5 or 6 states. They might have more states than that. I know that it's not just in Texas. I think their main facility is in Phoenix. Anyway, they have multiple clinics throughout the U.S., and they're going to get me in touch with their social media manager for the entire company. And I'm going to talk to him and see if maybe he couldn't, get the word out about our show, maybe talk to him as far as interviews, just bend his ear about certain things, just kind of see if he has any information that he can offer or help, or, let him watch. I'd love for him to be a new watcher. So yeah, that's all. That was my meeting. It was super great. I loved it. I was super happy. And yeah.
Okay, so June Bug, what she's talking about is she got a case or two of Narcan. If you want some Narcan, most likely if you live in the United States and you want some Narcan, we don't know about shipping it outside the U.S. I don't know what the laws are. I don't know what the rules
outside
are.
the U.S. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that because it's medicine and shipping internationally. I'm sure there's laws involved with that, so I can't do that. But if you're in the U.S., and you're willing to cover the cost of shipping, I'm going to find out tomorrow. Oh, sorry, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Sorry. I'll find out in the next couple of days about how much it should cost for shipping. I can't imagine it's going to cost more than a few dollars because they're really small. But yeah, and Narcan is used to reverse an opiate overdose. So it doesn't work on everything. It does work on opiates, mostly fentanyl, heroin, oxy, things like that. So yeah, I was super happy. I love. They were all about it. They loved the idea and immediately handed me a case, and they were like, yeah. Oh, and a couple days ago, I showed you guys my Narcan that I had, and somebody had asked, does it expire? And I was like, I don't think these expire. Oh, this expired a year ago. They actually said that although there is an expiration date printed on them, they don't expire. They're still as effective. They just have to post an expiration date on it. But there have been studies that expired Narcan still is as effective, or is effective to work. So that was a question I wanted to clarify. So
yeah. So
but yeah,
and so the best way to find us is in Discord. We've got a Court Addict link in there. Go in there, put your information, try to get a hold of Alli. She'll get a hold of you. If she doesn't try to get a hold of you, keep trying to get a hold of her. If she doesn't, keep trying to get a hold of her. I don't have it. I can't help you. But
yeah,
Alli,
Bill's not going to be good help. Bug me.
No. Even if I had it, I wouldn't be good help. So Alli's definitely going to be your source for that. So we're going to go there. We got a whole pile of people here. Thank you so much, Biggin, for doing that raid. That's awesome.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, guys.
Since we got the Biggin crowd, let's go ahead and go to some body camera stuff, because that's what Biggin's got. In fact, we got a video tonight that made me think of Biggin. The video is called These Aren't My Pants.
Yes, that's the reason I picked it, because I was like, oh, I'm going to play this because we talk about it all the time in Biggins, and I know all you guys will get it, and I think it'll be a good, fun, like, okay, this is the inside joke. Here's the video for it. So I got that as kind of a throwback, like, actually because of Biggin, because we always say that in Biggin. So yeah, little shout out to Biggin for that one.
Absolutely, and Biggin, you're getting big whenever you start looking at videos, and it's like that just reminds me of Biggin. That is that's got Biggin written all over it. So. That shows you how big you're getting in this world, man. We really do appreciate the love coming from your channel there. Here we go to This is from Body Cam Edition is the name of this channel. Make sure to be nice. Make sure to love them. Make sure to do all the other good stuff. So thank you so much.
And for the people who just came in and didn't hear,
it's
a trigger warning for this one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Trigger warning. So someone dies. Yeah. Someone dies due to an accident.
There's a trigger warning.
Yeah. It doesn't show them dying. We don't do that. I don't think anyone does.
No.
But, hey, Junebug, I think you won. Hold on a second, Junebug. I think you won the, yep, Junebug, you got the first video, or you got the first comment deleted tonight. Congratulations, buddy. All right. Let's go back. Let's go back to the video. This is a good one.
Up towards the intersection so we can figure this out. There's the truck. So, if you got to go across.
Thank you, Nancy, for becoming a member. I was certain you were a member yesterday, but thank you for becoming a member again today. Thank you so much. Here we go.
Traffic over there. Bad? Okay, so get in through here and we're going to make them move. Stick the legs. Here we go. You can fit.
I hate that noise.
You can fit. Awesome. Take it. Take it. Take it. Now get in over here. Take the left lane. Yeah. Oh. They're doing CPR. Get all the way up there. Get up on the fucking green truck. Green truck. Now stop. Now stop. Here. Take that. She's over there. She's turned the body over. She's turned it down after a fire. All right. Drive her down. All right. Well, we're gonna keep trying. No, please. Well, we're gonna keep trying. All right.
We're gonna keep trying. I did one cycle of CPR.
All right. Good. Just keep it going.
5, 6,
Once
7,
we get our
8,
gloves
9,
on,
10,
we'll continue.
11, 12. I didn't give any.
The woman at the scene and the officer continued administering CPR to the man, successfully maintaining his pulse until fire and medical personnel arrived.
All right, we'll keep the scene. We'll keep the scene locked down.
I just needed to tell you guys that before. Pause it for a second.
Did you see it or no?
What you got?
I just want to acknowledge that young woman who was a CNA in training and had only learned how to do CPR on a dummy. She stopped and immediately started performing CPR and was terrified and crying and just did an amazing job stopping and doing that. So good on her. Okay.
Yeah, and look, there's a toll that's taken on people that do CPR on somebody. That's a nasty thing. You saved someone's life, congratulations. You know, you did a great thing, but get ready for the nightmares that are going to come from that. You're going to have flashbacks of that for years to come. You know, talk to any nurse that's done it. They can remember that. They can remember the stories. They can remember because you know, in reality, you almost got lives in your hands on that. And so it's a wild thing to do CPR on somebody. You do it on a dummy and it's a silly class and everyone's around you looking and congratulating you if you get it right and you get your little certificate or something. But you go into a real situation and you do it and it's a whole different world.
It's terrifying. And these were two motorcyclists that were run over by like a Ford F-150. And so and he was drugged for a long time. You'll hear the full story, but just keep that in mind when you're thinking about this young woman who has never done it on a real person. She's just a CNA in training and having to come across an accident. And that's your first experience with doing it on a live person. Like, I couldn't imagine, but I just wanted to shout her out. I don't think she'll ever see this, but just an amazing human. Like, we need more of her in the world. And like, I couldn't imagine just seeing what the man that had
That's a funny
doing
spot.
This on.
It's a funny spot for her to camera to block out. So we're going to go ahead and hit play until our camera comes back to life.
There's multiple people said she was driving frantically. It's the white car right there. She's in it. Okay. You in hand? Turn on the vehicle. This one. Corey, there might be some criminality in this, okay? We're getting information about her driving weird, her on drugs, something.
As the officer began speaking with the woman, he immediately observed several indicators of impairment. Her eyes appeared glassy, her pupils were constricted, and her movements and mannerisms were slow and lethargic. Additionally, there was a noticeable odor of alcohol emanating from her.
Are you okay? Are you okay? You were driving?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, no problem. We'll figure it out, okay? It'll be all right. We'll figure this out. Hey, listen. Listen, I know it's scary. I know it's scary. I know you're scared, okay? All right. No problem. No problem. No problem. Listen, we'll work it out, okay? Do you have a driver's license? Thank you. Sorry?
My daughter's ended up with her friends somewhere right there. On ride home, I noticed one. I hate taking rush one. It puts me to sleep. All the warnings, I hate this road. I go out of my way to not drive on this road.
She ran it.
Was your boyfriend in the truck or no?
No. He's home waiting for me.
No problem. Just hang out here, okay?
On that brakes, and I'm like, I don't understand. This is traffic power. Slow. And it was like right fast and stopping like this. And I was slamming like this. Flying. I'm like, what the heck? So like I switched lanes, you know? And
X-ray 2, can you go to 3?
Cruising. I wouldn't even have my speed limit. I don't know. How it all happened so fast.
Are you hurting anymore? I guess the skin knees are from after the crash.
No, this was before I fell out of the job this morning.
We'll figure out Shine or somebody else. I got latest information.
So this isn't from this.
Yes, I never did.
Corey's gonna. Corey already did start interviewing.
Are you hurting anywhere? Okay.
While medical personnel assessed the woman, officers collected statements from witnesses.
Okay.
Yeah, kinda.
It's kind of traumatic.
The nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life. That man rolled so many times underneath that pickup.
Oh my God.
I can't believe he was breathing when we got out.
So what did you, well actually, first and foremost, do you have a driver's license?
Yes.
I could write down your info. So, tell me everything you saw.
I didn't witness her driving prior to the incident.
That's okay.
But I was behind the motorcycles at first, and as we started to match speeds, she just completely ran over the...
Do you have her driver's license?
Yep.
Thank you. You're behind the motorcycles at first.
Yes.
When you started to match speeds and everyone's going the same speed.
I switched
My
over
dad,
to the...
new dad reflexes. That's it. I'm like Spider-Man.
I switched over to the middle lane back here before Central.
Okay.
And as soon as we got right up to around Central, she plowed into the older man and behind and just drove straight over him.
How did it happen? He was in the left lane, she was behind him, and
Yes.
she was just going way too fast. And
They weren't stopping or braking or anything. We were all doing about 40. And...
No, not for you.
Oh.
See how far back it goes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
It was
gotta move.
right after Central.
So anyways, so the motorcycles, you said they were slowing down or no?
No, not at all. We were all moving right along about 40 miles an hour, and the next thing you know, the rear motorcycle, the older gentleman, is rolling underneath the truck as the motorcycle's being dragged down the road. She made it over him and hit the one in front.
Appreciate
and knocked him out of the way.
You said, thanks, man. You too. And she drove pretty far with him under the truck. It looks like.
Yeah. Well, the black one kind of got pushed forward and down.
So did she actually hit both motorcycles?
Yes.
How? Were they both? They were both in the left lane.
One of them went. Yeah, they were right behind one another. The older man was behind. Younger man was in front. Within, I'd say, 5 feet, 6 feet of each other.
Okay, so she hit the old man on the motorcycle.
It went under her truck and got stuck.
Started tumbling. He's tumbling underneath the truck, and then she.
Yeah, do we know what city this is? It looked like a Florida driver's license, but I'm assuming some driver's licenses look alike. But it's really looked like a Florida one.
Know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can catch it. I mean, there are palm trees in the back, so it's very possible.
Yeah, I think it's Florida. I swear I saw a Publix, and I don't think y'all get to have Publixes anywhere else other than Florida.
Probably not.
Okay, yeah. If I can pick up on what town it is, if I see a police car or something, maybe we can at least identify that. But yeah, I'm almost certain it's Florida there.
Continuing going, and then hits the other one.
Now I don't know if he slowed down just to figure out what the hell was going on, because we all heard the crash, and I slowed down because I thought for sure he was coming under my truck. He tumbled and rolled and tumbled and rolled.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. That's horrible. And you spoke to the detective already? Or no?
No.
Okay.
Well, just that, I saw it happen, and he told me to come speak to you.
That's fine. Well, the one in the sort of plain clothes, not plain clothes, but it was just this and the shirt, not the outer vest, and the ball cap. All right, I'll have him. He'll probably want to speak with you too.
Okay. This guy here?
This guy here.
Haven't spoken to him yet.
Okay, good. I'm sorry that you're gonna have to retell your story a couple
That's
of times.
all right.
It's just we have to be thorough,
Hey, that's one of the reasons I stopped.
Yeah, we appreciate you for doing that. So tell me everything you saw about what happened.
Again, you want me to told it to Lieutenant?
I just need, since I'm doing the crash report, I just need a basic.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, and it's serious crash like this, a couple of people are going to need the story.
I understand. Coming
He
down
had the body
south on
cam footage,
US 1,
though. Or not body cam,
this vehicle,
dash
this
cam.
Toyota Tundra was behind
I wish we would have
me,
seen that.
and I noticed in my rearview mirror, she kept coming right up on my bumper as we were stopping. She almost tailgated me twice. And as we were driving, she was all over the road. I finally moved over just to get away from her. And as she went by, I'm looking, and she got her phone in her hand, and she's looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up. And then this happened.
Did you see how the crash actually happened, or
no? I did not. All I did was
saw rapid
shit
braking
flying,
and okay.
I never saw her hit the brakes until pieces of shit were flying all over the place. So as far as I can tell, she hit that bikes before she ever hit her brakes.
Okay.
And that'll definitely be on that flash drive.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, I have the SD card, and we will let you know should you need to get it back or anything like that. Okay?
Yep. You'll mail it to me or something, I'm sure.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, sir. You're very welcome.
After completing the crash investigation, officers transitioned to a criminal investigation focusing on the woman for suspected driving under the influence.
Come over here with me, man, please. Like I said earlier, I'm Detective Lee of the Stewart Police Department. Okay, I want to let you know real quick.
Stewart's down South Florida. down in South Florida once you start getting close to Miami.
Oh, okay, cool.
And yeah, it's Stewart. It seems like Stewart's around Fort Pierce. Fort Pierce is around 100 miles north of 100 miles north of Miami. But it's all, once you get down there, all the cities are the same. They're just stacked on top of each other. But Stewart's down in that way. So looking in the Miami area. So yeah, we're down South Florida. So we solved the big mystery, everybody. Now back to the video.
Good job.
Hey, and Kim, I think Kim, you said you'd be bawling trying to tell the story. Most of these people are in so much shock, it's not going to hit them for another hour or two. In an hour or two, they're going to start getting sore and getting, even if you weren't involved in the accident, you're going to start getting sore and start having issues from it. But right now is the best time to get the information because your information is going to change. I know I can watch something happen and 30 minutes later, I've got a completely different recollection of it. So it's important that police officer gets the information fresh. And even if he doesn't record it all, he can go back on his body camera and listen to some of it. So, all right, we're going to jump in there.
We've concluded our investigation as it pertains to the traffic crash. Okay, do you understand? Okay, I'm now conducting a criminal investigation for DUI. Do you understand? Do you understand what DUI is? Driving under the influence of alcohol or any other controlled substances or anything that would impair your ability to operate a motor vehicle. Do you understand that? Can you say yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to ask you to perform a series of roadside tasks if you don't mind. Okay. Real quick, there's a few things I have to go over. Are you taking any prescription medications that I should know about?
Yeah.
What do you take?
I take Suboxone and Xanax.
Did you say Suboxone and what else, man?
Suboxone and Xanax.
And Xanax. Okay.
So she's already an addict.
Do you have any head,
she's on
neck, or back
Suboxone. That means she's an opiate addict. She's on Suboxone. That means she's a recovering opiate addict and is in treatment for it, which is fine. And having Xanax as well is usually a no-no, but some places will allow it. So I'm very curious to know if she's really supposed to be on the Xanax. But the Suboxone tells us right now that she's at least a recovering addict, but you'll see in a second she's obviously intoxicated in some way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. All right.
Know about that will prevent you from standing on one foot or balancing?
Surgeries.
Any surgeries? Nothing? On your knees, ankles, hips?
Old sports injury, nothing?
No, I'm pretty sure I can.
How are your knees? I noticed they're skinned there.
Well, I wouldn't recommend you asking manually.
How'd that happen?
Make me lay down.
How'd that? No.
I tripped and fell at work.
Okay.
We have these things in our work, and I can't do anything. I just ate shit.
You feel okay with the skin there, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to go and take a bath. I want to pick it up.
You don't, please don't pick it
For
up.
sure.
No, it's fine. Just hang out right there for me, okay?
If I can.
Do me a favor. Can you just put your feet together for me? Hands down by your side. You see the top of my pen?
The top of your pen?
Yeah. What color is the top of my pen? Okay. Can you reach up with your right pointer finger and touch the tip of my pen for me?
My right corner finger?
Your right pointer finger. All right, put your hands down back by your side. Okay. What I want you to do, I want you to follow the tip of that pen that you just pointed at. You understand? You're going to follow that with your eyes only. Do not move your head. Do you understand what I said? Ma'am?
No. Yes.
Yes, as in you understand? Okay.
Keep your head still. Head forward.
Can you put your hands back down by your side for me, please? Thank you. We're now going to do an exercise called the one-legged stand. Do you understand? Okay. I'm going to give you a series of instructions, then I'm going to show you how to do the exercise.
I have every time about these things.
We'll tell you how to do it. It's fine. I'll be okay. We'll tell you what to do.
Okay. All right, real quick. I need you to understand something. Do not put your hands out by your side for me, please, sir. Do not do anything until I tell you to do so, okay? Do you understand? Okay. All right. Stand with your hands down together. Hands together. Heels together. Yeah, sorry. Stand with your heels together and arms down by your side. Just like this. Okay? Do not begin the test until I tell you to. Do you understand? When I tell you to, I want you to raise one leg, either one leg, either leg. Do you understand? 6 to 8 inches above the ground. Before I point it out, both legs straight. Keep your eyes on the elevated foot.
Okay.
Hold it up.
Yes, I'm going to show you.
And you're
No.
going to stick it out.
I'm going to demonstrate it for you. Okay? All right. So feet, both hands down by your side. You're going to pick your right or your left leg. I don't care which one you use. You're going to point your toe directly out, 6 to 8 inches above the ground. You're going to count 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, and so on until 1030 or until I tell you you're complete with the exercise. You understand?
I'm counting 1,030.
Yes, or until I tell you to stop. Are there any part of the instructions you don't understand? You may begin the task. Can you count out loud for me?
Yeah, sure.
I love how she already had as her knee skinned up from falling earlier in the day at work. Like, seriously, she shouldn't have gotten in a car.
No, ma'am.
No, but I'll just tell you, there's an issue. If she was in an accident, if she was completely sober, completely everything, she's still, the adrenaline's going to keep her from being able to pass this test. Saying being able to walk this test, you're not going to be able to act right on it. Hell, most people can't pass that test sober. And so if you just get in an accident, you're more likely not to be able to do it. Now, of course, she's high as a kite right there. There's no, I'm not questioning that. She's already talked about being on the Suboxone and the Xanax. So we know she's high. She's already talked about it.
Right.
But, in the end, they're going through the steps. They know that they're going to arrest her. They're following the process, doing what they have to do. We watch the judges and we watch, the bad probable cause. The cops don't do their job. And then whenever they do their job, I get frustrated thinking, why are they wasting their time with it? So, but
right.
No, in the end, that police officer, if nothing else, is keeping her occupied while the other ones are cleaning up the mess she just created on the street. And so, thank you, Stacy, for joining. Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you. And Stacy, 5 gifted memberships too. Thank you so much. Looks like Cheshire Cat got one. Oh, Great Lakes got one too. Zach, Shelly,
thank
Mike.
You so much.
Awesome.
Stacy's up in Northwest Florida, so that's my neighbor there.
That's your neighbor? Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Stacy.
Absolutely. That's the neatest thing about doing this. Whenever you start doing this, you jump in and you're like, there's no one around here, no one anywhere, no one I'll ever know with it. And I've had somebody from my own little town here, that shows up on them, and so that's great. And I can name 5 people from your town, Alli.
Oh, definitely.
So but I'm just saying that's odd to show how small this world is. It's neat whenever we're in Judge Fleischer's court and somebody from the Netherlands will pop in, and
exactly.
I immediately send Linus a text. I was like, hey, is this your neighbor? Is this someone you know? And she's like, no, I don't know them. And then, she's able to talk with them, and then they start talking in that broken language.
It's made up language, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I told her, it sounds like somebody's trying to swallow their tongue when they try to pronounce G.
So. Yeah, right. You said that they were trying to swallow sounds like they're trying to swallow their tongue when they say G.
Okay.
I do want to answer a question that Linus asked.
Yes, go ahead.
Linus asked, does that mean that you can get high on Suboxone or methadone? Yes, you can. For example, if I was to take like 2 or 3 of my doses, I would definitely get high and I'd probably get very sick. But yeah, you can. It can definitely be abused. But in the right doses, in the right quantities, it doesn't every day that I take it, like I don't have any type of like high or buzz or anything. It keeps the withdrawals away. It doesn't ever make me want to use. So I'm happy with it. So, my perspective on things like that are when you give this is my perspective on it. Would you tell a depressed person to stop taking their antidepressants once they got undepressed or once they got happy again? You wouldn't. You would tell them you got to keep taking your medication because that's the reason you're happy is because you're taking your meds. Like that's kind of how I feel about methadone. It's keeping me healthy. It's keeping the withdrawals away. I don't have any cravings. I don't want it. I don't want to use. And if that's what I need to do to keep that stuff away from me and where I don't want it and I don't have anything to do with it, I'm fine with that. That's an okay price for me to pay. So that's my personal perspective on it, but that's me. And yes,
Absolutely.
for on the modes, you have to go on a really long taper. It's something. It's not something you can taper really. I tried to taper off too fast. I tried to go down and taper off like within 6 months, and I failed miserably. But yeah, they taper down. Like I usually go down like 1 milligram every 2 to 4 weeks. So like I was up to like 200 milligrams. I'm down to like 25 now. So I
Right,
take a
right.
very
But
small
there's
amount.
there's a big group of people that will say you're not sober just
Oh,
because
absolutely.
and Judge Boyd's a perfect example of it. Uh,
Hmm.
that they would say that you're not sober simply because you're taking that. And
Hmm.
there's a big group of us that would say, in the end, if you're healthy, if you're healthy and
Hmm.
you're functioning member of society, yeah,
Hmm.
you got to figure it out. They got to figure it out. But no, there's a lot of people, and look, I see it all the time with people that stop smoking weed, and oh, I'm sober, but they'll go to a bar and drink like a fish. And I'm like, you may be
Right.
legal, but you're not sober. You may be functional, you're not sober. There's plenty of
Mhm.
folks that go and get drunk, trash drunk at night, and then show up for work the next morning and create a lot of value to their company, but they're not sober.
Absolutely.
And so,
And 200 milligrams, I think, is a pretty average dose. Everybody's different. However, I have gone to clinic and seen people on like 400 milligrams a day. And when they go over 200 milligrams, they have to split dose. And what that means that they can't give it to you all at once. You have to come back 2 times a day to dose. You have to once in the morning, once in the afternoon. Now the clinic is only open from 5:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. So that blows my mind. I think it's hard enough to have to go every day, which I don't have to do. I go once every 2 weeks, or I can go once a month if I want. But I'm tapering down, and I don't want to wait a month to go down. So I go every 2 months, or I go every 2 weeks. But most people have to go every day, and that's hard enough. I couldn't imagine having to go twice a day to dose. That's just insane to me. Absolutely unreal. But
yeah,
that's what they have to do. And if that's what they have to do to stay healthy, that's what they have to do. Everybody's different. What works for different people works for different people.
well,
Like I was in a car accident, and so I don't have to take opiates to deal with my back pain from my car accident. I do the legal the THC Delta 9 gummies. And that's because I don't want to take opiate prescriptions, because I just don't even want to go towards that realm if I don't have to. So that's what works for me personally. That's not
well,
necessarily the way it works for everybody.
well.
So
To give a different example that's completely off base, but I can relate for me is is
mhm,
is guns, my firearms. I love my firearms. I've got a ton of firearms, and I completely respect them. But
mhm,
if CPS is coming into your home, that's one of the things they check off on the list. Do you own a firearm? Yes. Okay, that puts you in the bad person category.
wow.
And I completely get that because
Mhm,
of the risks that are inherent with it.
mhm,
But I know that I'm responsible with them. I know that I'm completely comfortable with them. None of them have ever hurt me from their safe. None of them have ever hurt me from their safe condition. But if you look at all the violence in our country and you look at all the horrible stuff in our country, you have to say, okay, there's problems with it. And so, just because I understand it, it's just like you with your stuff. I don't understand
mhm.
the stuff you're on, the methadone that you're on. I don't understand it. And so, whenever to me, oh, if you're on that, it must just go in the bad category.
Right,
And so
exactly.
it's
And that's
stigmatized. And if we're looking at people trying to get better, hell, there should be people
mhm,
out there handing people cups of coffee that are at that clinic trying to, get in and get help.
mhm.
And so, I don't know. What are you gonna do when Big Daddy Grummett comes to you? No, no, no. And then that's the beautiful thing. We're not going to get into that discussion on this channel, but that's one
That's
of
a
the
different
that's one
show.
that's one of the greatest things. I don't have that concern right now. I promise you that I don't have that concern. Um, I'm not the problem. There's a plenty of other people that are the problem long times before they come to get me. Now, when they do come for me, our country will be in a whole different shape, and I think our conversations will be completely different. And
Right.
so, but no. And Jay from Michigan says you're in the Panhandle, of Florida. I'm from a little town called Bonifay, or the country woods north of Bonifay. It's north of Panama City Beach. I currently live close to St. Augustine. I currently live, kind of in the center there, but the only family I got left is my brother, and he lives in Bonifay, and so to me, I'm from Bonifay, and I live, that's where my heart is. I moved to this part because of work, but I have no other connections to this part of Florida. I don't believe I'll ever move from Florida, but if I had all the money in the world, I'd certainly be back in my old hometown in the Panhandle. I love that little area. There's nothing better than the Gulf Coast, the Gulf of Mexico, Panama City Beach, Destin, Pensacola. There's nothing better than that part of the world. If I could have that, it wouldn't even matter to me if there was a Texas. Take that, Alli.
And just that's fine. I don't care. I just wanted to remind everybody, please misspell any type of like drug or medication names, because YouTube Daddy flags those in our chat, and then we get demonetized, and that sucks. So if you could just misspell them, like we know what you're saying, and we're not going to have any political discussions in chat either. That's an offline.
No. That's a good way of getting people upset, and that's a good way of getting.
Yeah.
In the end, it can get people that really care about each other and people that really respect each other. Right. That's not good. That's not going to work out there. So let's jump back into it.
Misspell medication, drug names, bad words that.
Even prescription drug names can still get you in trouble on here. So be careful about that. Make sure you spell it the right way.
Yeah. The wrong way.
Make sure you spell it the wrong way. And I have that natural talent. I naturally spell it wrong, and so I'm good. It's not me.
There you go.
I even pronounce it wrong, so they couldn't even translate it right.
So it's got to be higher than that. There you go.
Are you okay?
I made it up to 16, but I didn't realize how it took.
Yeah. Like the height of a Coke can.
Yeah. I was like, I was longer and longer. My leg was getting tired.
Okay. You want to try another one?
Can I do it again?
No, we're gonna try another exercise. Officer Tyson, go over here for a second, please.
Please don't make me say this backwards.
I won't.
Nobody can do that.
I know somebody that can, and I'm like, I have no idea.
Put your right foot in front of your left, or your right heel touching your left toe. Do you understand?
Stewart, X-ray.
Keep your hands together down by your side and look at me.
Even landline.
Just like this. Here, I'll show you. Do not start until I tell you to do so. Do you understand the instructions? When I tell you to begin, take 9 heel-to-toe steps on the line, keeping 1 foot on the line, and return 9 heel-to-toe steps.
Okay, so I'm going to do 9 forward, turn around, and do 9 back?
Yes, ma'am, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Put your right foot back in front of your, your left foot back in front of your right. Okay, look at me. Okay? No, I didn't tell you to begin yet. I promise I'm not going to lead you astray. Look at me. Left foot in front of your right foot. Okay? I didn't tell you to begin yet. Okay, I'm trying to show you.
This is just the starting position.
This isn't a trick. I'm trying to show you how to do it.
Okay. Just stand like
you to do it wrong.
Just stand like me and wait and listen to him, okay?
Okay, now look at me. Ma'am. Look at me.
Yeah, so that's Florida. When the people honking the horn are probably the people trying to get the people on the motorcycles out of the road so they can drive by. Say the people honking the horn. Yeah, it's probably just people. They don't care that they're in an accident. Get out of their way. They've got to get to where they're going. And so there's some of those towns down there in Florida that the light's about to turn green because they start honking at you from behind you when it's about to turn green. And I can't stand that.
We just run red light here.
Just like this. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 9. Do you understand?
Yeah.
When you reach 9, you're going to take a series of small steps like so, keeping your left foot pivoting, and you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps back. Not backwards, but back. Do you understand?
Take them back.
You do not take them backwards. No, ma'am.
I turn
around. I said do not take them backwards.
Steps, and then I walk backwards.
Yes, ma'am. You may begin. Do you understand the instructions?
Yes, I do.
You may begin. How many steps did you take? How many steps do I tell you to take?
9.
Excuse me? You take 9? Okay. What's your highest level of education, ma'am? Say again? GED. Did you learn your alphabet?
Of course I did.
I just want you to recite the alphabet from A to Z. Don't sing it.
A, B, Z, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Then go ahead and turn around for me. Ma'am, you're under arrest for DUI for helping.
I know. I don't think you are.
Are you asking about the condition of your
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta love the cop there with a big gulp. You know.
Yeah, that's great. Love it.
Yep. Absolutely. And that right there is that right there is a perfect Florida guy right there. I'm just saying, just as cool and calm as could be, and we'll take you out in a minute.
I don't think it's drivable. Looks like there's a motorcycle pretty much jammed underneath it.
No, I don't think your truck's drivable.
So what happens now? You guys tell it, or
We have a process.
Officers remained on standby until medical personnel arrived to obtain a blood sample from her.
We have a kit. We have a certified kit here. It's sealed. Will you give us a sample of the blood?
I'll tell you right now, it's in my blood.
Well, right now, we're just looking for the sample, okay? So, we got the blood sample. Thank you for that. We're now requesting a lawful test of your breath to determine the alcohol content of your breath. Will you give us a breath sample? You gave us the blood, so...
This is all going to hold against me in court, so I go to manslaughter if I kill the person, isn't it?
This is all for the...
I don't know nothing about the fucking law, and I have no lawyer,
I can tell you,
to
listen,
steer me in the right direction,
Christine.
and I could be answering all these questions. No, you don't have a warrant. No, you don't have a warrant. And I don't know what the fucking say.
Listen, I'll tell you exactly. Listen,
I don't know what the right and the wrong.
Nobody feels sorry for you.
Consequences of not providing the breath, I'll tell you.
I don't mind.
Because I can read it to you. So now that... Right. So now that you know the consequences, should you decide not to give a breath sample, will you give us a breath sample? Okay. All right. So what we'll do from here is the breath sample, the tester is over at the jail, so we'll go get that, okay?
The woman was transported to the station where she underwent a breathalyzer test. Despite emitting a strong odor of alcohol and admitting to consuming it, the test results showed a BAC of 0.000. However, subsequent blood tests confirmed she was under the influence of multiple drugs at the time of the incident. Tragically, the man she struck succumbed to his injuries and passed away at the hospital. The woman was charged with DUI manslaughter, a second-degree felony, and sentenced to 176.6 months, approximately 14 years and 3 months, of imprisonment. She also received a lifetime suspension of her driver's license. According to the arrest report, immediately following the crash, she approached the victim and mistook him for her boyfriend, who was not at the scene. This detail underscores the extent of her impairment during the incident.
All right. Christine, me and you didn't really get a chance. You can take your mask off if you want to.
I'm sorry, I'm sick.
It's okay. We didn't really get a chance to talk about the accident.
No, we didn't. We didn't move much, but go ahead, you ask the questions and answer them best you can.
And if you have any questions, I'm happy to listen.
I remember looking up on, I remember like there's a lot of traffic on the highway and like I was trying to get around people. I'm in a hurry, but I wasn't speeding, you know. because when there was like driving really, I just scooted around her, and then we were coming up towards Monterey Road, and like I never saw them motorcycles.
I can't understand anything
I
she's
don't remember
saying.
pulling up in front of that black man with that or red and white.
It seems like she's getting more high as we go.
I do not remember.
Thank you, Toby, for the
seeing
super
that
sticker.
motorcycle.
Yeah, thank you, Toby. Thank you.
I was like, oh my god, what did I do here?
Oh, wow.
And then I thought my boyfriend was with me. I'm like, Sean, where are you? And then all of a sudden I saw another bike, and I'm like, oh!
You thought your boyfriend was what? Where?
With me.
In the car? Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was with me because I usually come home from work and go and get him. And
Oh, yeah, okay.
you know what I mean? But I went to head gone to my daughter's house and dropped her friend off, so just went home in different directions. And
Yeah. Where? I know, US 1's terrible this time of year. It's the snowbirds.
Share your thoughts below and remember to like and subscribe for more videos.
All right, so her, so what she probably feels is a harmless addiction. She feels, she feels she's self-medicating. I almost feel sorry for her because she's just struggling, trying to live through life.
Mm-hmm.
She just took out a couple of people. Was it one or two that passed away?
It was only one, but yeah,
Right.
it was a father and a son.
Right. So
An older son, like an older father and an older son.
Right. But this father and son who, somehow figured out life, somehow, were able to deal with each other later on in life, and they, out riding motorcycles in South Florida. It sounds like they're living the dream. They can't be safe because this lady's out there. And so, all the people that are out there just self-medicating. Oh, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Yeah, you are. You are hurting people. You are hurting people. And I have a big problem with not judging these people, not just being pure disgusted by them. But this right here is just it's a mess. Toby, misspell that word, man. Help us out. Help us out.
It's okay. He'll get it. He'll get it. He'll get it.
Absolutely. We appreciate you being here and all that, but it'll mess us up, and it'll mess us up, and we're just trying to do something here. So we're going to go to the one that's got the big and name all over it. These aren't my pants.
Yes. This is the famous "These Are Not My Pants" video. I hope you guys all enjoy it because I found it and I'm playing it just for y'all.
Hey, and look, if you don't know who Biggin is, I don't know where you've been all your life, but if you don't know who Biggin is, just type in Bigen in the search, and it's going to pop up with his on it because he's the biggest one out there doing this, and it's going to show up Biggin. And go to that and watch it and have a blast with it.
You know? That's it. We don't want to get, we can't see you hurt. We can't see you. That's what I said. That's what I said. Now,
I don't know if this is specifically
like this
the video, but it's going to be exactly like it.
I agree with you. I'm going. I'm perfectly fine now. I can walk.
Keep your hands out of your pockets. Where do you live at?
Where Burger King is, in the tent, in the little place down there.
You got any weapons on you?
No.
Alright, Mogan, you can pat him down for weapons. Put your hands on top of your head and interlock your fingers. Hey,
just put your hands on your head. Oh, man? Yeah, just listen.
Once again, Toby.
You got anything illegal on you?
No.
You care if we check and make sure?
Yeah, there's maybe a needle down there, but that's it.
Needle on you?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go through it.
Is it open or is it capped?
No, it's closed.
It's what?
Closed.
Is there stuff in it?
No.
You want some gloves, man?
Yeah.
Hey, so we just come into it and he's already arrested? Do we know what he's arrested for, or does it talk about that or anything? Or
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay, so I didn't miss anything. I'm running through chat, and all of a sudden I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, he's already arrested. So, okay.
No, there's where it started.
What's the needle for?
It was used.
Did you use it?
No.
What do you have a needle on you for?
Somebody else's that was carrying it for.
So EMS said they've been called out here for you 3 times already? This is
from the bridge to here.
What's wrong with you? Why you keep passing out?
I don't know. That's what I said, the same thing.
Have you been doing drugs?
Not that I know. I wasn't. Somebody maybe gave me some when I was laying, sleeping, because I was out with somebody's place last night that I didn't know. A couple people was there with me, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, your social security real quick.
No, that's the only thing I don't remember. I remember 4 last things, the numbers, but I don't know the whole thing.
You got any ID on you?
No.
Yeah, when you're on your way.
Sergey, Sergey. B-E-L-Y.
It went quiet. This the video?
Yeah, that's not us. Yeah, it's the video. Well,
I'll be damned.
maybe
The video
it's
went quiet on us. Let me see.
There we go.
There we go.
Right? No?
There we go. But I'll just go ahead and say he was saying he was laying on the ground and someone may have stuck him with drugs or someone may have given him some drugs. And so
Yeah, I guess so.
yeah. So if
I'm
anybody,
sure they're going to believe him.
yeah. So if you have any spare drugs on you and you see someone sleeping on the side of the road, please do not inject them with those drugs. So that's the moral of that story, right?
Yeah, no, don't ever do that. That's a bad idea.
You know, that's always made me wonder whenever they talk about, you know, watch your kids trick or treat. Whenever I was a kid, they were convinced everyone was going to put razor blades in your candy and everyone was going to put drugs in your stuff. And even as a kid,
Right.
I remember being 6 or 7 years old saying, why would someone waste their drugs on that? You know, why would someone do that? But, you know, there's evil in the world, so people are capable of anything. But
There definitely is.
you know, my thoughts are if you're not a kids person, just turn off your light. Don't worry about them.
Right?
You know,
Exactly.
All right, but you know what? I guess when you start to compare crazy with sanity, you know, it's hard to compare the two.
B-E-L-Y.
It did go dark. Maybe it's the
Before
river.
we check me out.
Before we do that,
I don't know.
we gotta make sure we know who you are before we send
Okay,
you.
Sergey, I told you,
How you spell
820
it?
sends to S-E-R-G-E-Y.
Got that? And last name, how you spell that?
What Nabel's saying is absolutely right.
Right? Exactly.
What,
Yeah.
man?
There's 2
I'm being
different
real.
birthdays. I don't,
Listen.
what's your real name?
Sergey Belly, I told you. Sergey Belly. What else? What else do you need from me?
Your social?
I don't. This one's wanting to cut up.
Cap.
Yeah.
If we get poked, I'm gonna be real pissed.
No, it's not.
It's capped.
Yes. And another thing
It's
that.
not loaded with anything.
No.
Okay. You think it's in this pocket?
This is not my clothes. They gave me so I could wear, so I don't know. But I know that it was
Just
here.
Stop.
Yeah. Where do you think the needle is? That's all we're
On
asking.
the left side.
Left side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, not in the jacket, but somewhere right.
In your pant pocket.
No, right. Chill, yeah.
I feel some shit in there, alright?
You got nothing else illegal on you? Okay, so you can check all your pockets? Okay, thank you.
This is
Just that, just to see if there's shit in it.
Alright.
You can keep it.
Back pocket here. Is it in your back pocket at all?
No.
No? You got nothing in your shoes and your socks?
Does it feel like there's any hard rock in there?
No.
Just try it. When did you use? How long ago?
A minute ago.
What do you use, Fetty?
I don't know. So I
What do you
was
normally
with
use?
them.
Do you normally use fentanyl or you normally use
No.
meth?
No, I tried not to do nothing. I'm being honest with you.
Okay, so how did you use it tonight?
I was with the guys. They called me to have a sit down, drink, do some shit, smoke some weed. I smoke weed.
That's it?
Yeah.
So you didn't use any drugs besides weed? Chicken
I did because I know I feel not right.
How'd you use it? Did you short it?
I don't know.
Snort
I passed out. Some fell asleep.
Shoot it?
I don't know who gave me what. Maybe
Swallow
shot
it?
me up or something. I don't know.
Where's the needle at?
Right here.
In this thing?
Yeah, yeah.
In here. In this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
We're just trying not to get stuck, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys check his right side? No, he hasn't yet. Alright. Well, if you didn't go ahead and search his right side.
You feel?
Oh, you see it?
I'm trying.
Gosh, oh, be careful. That's the
No,
cap.
that's why I saw the cap. The cap's not sitting on there. Right?
I think you said it was.
We just can't find it.
So, Alli, you've got the more recent experience of getting arrested. Help me out on this one here. Why would they not? Why would they not just take him to the police station, to a secure area, and have him stripped down? You know, just have him stripped down and him pull everything out. You know, pull everything out of everywhere.
I have no idea. I mean, that's what they should be doing, but maybe this is one of those, once it goes into the jail, it's now a felony type thing, so they want to search him now. I don't know.
Okay, well, I know, and as
I
I was
didn't have
saying,
anything I was hiding, so I don't know.
right. Well, as I was saying that, I was reminded of a case in Columbus, Georgia, where like the jail is run by the sheriff's office and the police department. You know, if they arrest somebody and it gets to the jail and they've got something on them, the police department can actually get in trouble because that means they handed over somebody with contraband on them. So, you know, there could be anything with that. I'm just looking at the safety risk for the police officers here. And, you know, this guy's running them around in circles, just giving them a dumbass excuse. These aren't my pants. I don't know what's this going on that. And it seems to me like you could just charge them up and let them roll.
Yeah, I don't
So-
understand why they're not. I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't have anything to hide, so I didn't know. I don't know.
So KS is making me jealous. I'm so excited that she found this channel, and now she's saying she's stirring pie filling and can't text a lot. You know what, KS. I normally say that there is it's a messed up priorities, but I actually believe you got your priorities right. You work on that pie filling, you work on those pies, and that is definitely there.
Absolutely. And Parrot just came in the chat and said that they can't have anything on him in the back of the car because he could OD or something like that. So that's the reason they're searching him. Don't want him in the back with his drugs or weapons or anything. So there you go. There's your answer.
You know, that makes complete sense there. So, all right. Well, we're going to hit play on it and see if we can. What's that?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Even for PA?
Yeah. So there's a vehicle registration under the name, and then it says records otherwise not found. So
I don't feel anything in there.
Is this cut off?
Is this? I know, I'm trying to grab it, but it's just that orange thing.
Is it like the butt end of a needle?
No, it looks like another cap almost.
Yeah, like I said, this is close. I put it on to get warm, and that's it.
You know, on the other side.
cap, a couple caps.
No, he's got one. You got an open syringe on you, man? I'm
No,
sir, one of us gets poked, or one of them gets poked.
No, I know.
It's gonna be real bad. You gotta go to jail.
No, sir, there ain't nothing in it.
Okay,
Well, as it stands right
I
now.
mean, not open.
Why do we keep finding open? Why do we keep finding caps?
I don't know. I told you, this ain't my jacket. None of this is mine. They gave it to me.
As it stands right now, you're going to jail as a John Doe because we can't identify you. You have to be real with us.
He has to check this side of the pocket. He's
Yeah,
be
check that,
careful. This blue.
I'll show you what in there, Mocha. There she is.
You got
It
That's the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
You only have one on you.
That I know of, yeah, I told you.
That you know of?
I said it was used, though. This is, ain't it?
What's that?
Put a shot right
Are you? Hey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you charging him? Are you charging him?
The instrument?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. If you are not, no. I was just saying, yeah, if not, just throw him in charge.
Officer, I'll be out the way, officer. I told you, I'm not going to draw on you guys. I'm not going to be in the way. I'm going to stay out the way and get back to myself and be doing the right thing, man. I'm trying to. I'm sorry.
You guys got AMR coming? Alright.
Alright.
Now you're gonna ride with this guy to emergency city hospital. Alright, man.
Thank you, officers. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hey, for real, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Have fun, gentlemen. Ready? You're good. Fine with us.
Oh shit. Fuck.
That was fun.
Yeah, well, it's frustrating. That was probably the most frustrating video that I've seen, just because the playing games with him. To me, that woman was pitiful. This guy was just playing him around.
Yeah, that was pretty much just for the these aren't my pants. I don't know what's in them. So that's why I chose that one. But the next one is also from Cleveland area body cam, and it's an old lady. She's a grandma. So, yeah, weird.
Yep. All right, here we go with that one.
Right before the on ramp, 77 South, Henry X-ray yesterday, 2133.
I'm sorry, how about again on your plate?
Henry X-ray yesterday, 2133. Hello, I'm with the Broad Goods Police Department. You got your driver's license? We got a call for you. Are you doing all right? Are you okay? We got a call. You were slumped over, passed out. Where are you coming from? Where? You know where you're at right now?
She's super out of it.
Okay. You had anything to drink, or you on any kind of medication? Well, I gotta ask. We got a couple different calls from people that were concerned about you. 1915 radio. Robert Williams 661163. Nope. I want you to go ahead and step out of the car for me, okay? Come back to the cruiser. I want to talk to you for a minute.
Sorry, my girlfriend's calling.
No, you're okay. So,
She's not as
like I said, we got a
she
call.
was.
You want to come over here? We got a couple different calls. We're concerned for you.
Oh, sorry.
So what's going on? What, were you just tired, or like?
Yeah.
Where are you coming from?
I came from Akron to drop my granddaughter off.
Where was that at?
Ridgewood, like the, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
She's super out of it.
All right, well, I'm gonna run you through a couple tests, all right, just to make sure you're good to drive, because based off, you know, all the calls and stuff, all right?
Sure.
All right. So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you. You want to stand right here for me? Put your hands down. Nope. You're gonna face me. All right. Put your hands down to your side. And what I want you to do is I want you to follow with just your eyes only, with your eyes, all right? My finger. Just keep your eyes on my finger, okay? You gotta keep your eyes on my finger.
What? She thinks this is funny.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do another test with you, all right? Because it seems like your eyes are all over the place. Have you had any medication? Any alcohol?
No, but I am on, it's Wellbutrin.
What kind of medication is that?
For depression.
For depression? Okay. All right, I'm gonna do another test with you, all right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have you stand right there. Here, stand over here for me, all right? What I want you to do is imagine there's a line here, okay? Think we can use this line here, this fog line? No? All right, so imagine there's a line here. What I want you to do is put your right foot on that line, or left foot on that line and right foot in front of it. Left foot on the line, right foot in front of your left foot. Nope. So what I want you to do is I want you to imagine there's a line here, okay? Put your left foot on that line, your right foot in front of that left foot, and keep your hands to your side.
Oh, okay.
Number 7 too. Okay.
Why do I have to?
All we're doing right now is we're just making sure you're good to drive. Because right now you're showing some signs of impairment. That's all we're doing. Well, I'm just checking. Just try to. No, you're fine. Wait. Here, just come back here for a minute.
She's
what I want
all
you to do,
over
okay?
the place.
Just try to calm down. All I'm trying to do is make sure you're good to drive, okay? So what I want you to do is imagine there's a line here, okay? Put your left foot on that line. Put your right foot in front of that left foot. And then put your hands at your side. Now stay like that while I explain the instructions, okay?
Wellbutrin doesn't do this.
All right. Just stay like that while I explain the instructions. So what I want you to do is take a series of small... You ready? All right, so what I want you to do is take 9 heel-to-toe steps. I'm explaining, so you want to stay like that while I explain.
I'm sorry.
So 9 heel-to-toe steps, 1, 2, 3, and on your 9th step, you're going to take a series of small turns, and then come back to me 9 steps. Don't start yet. So while I do this, what I want you to do is I want you to count out loud, and look at your feet while you walk, okay? All right, you can begin.
And then I turn.
Okay.
Turn, then.
No, you're fine. Okay. We're gonna do one more test, okay? It's the one leg stand test. What I want you to do is stand right there for me. Put your hands down to your side. All right. And I want you to stay like that while I explain the instructions. You understand? Okay. So what I want you to do is pick a foot, any foot. It doesn't matter which one. Raise it approximately 6 inches from the ground. Keep your hands to your side. Count out loud. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, until I tell you to stop. Okay.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Okay.
What's your first name?
Sherry.
Sherry. Do you have any medical conditions other than depression? No. Diabetes, heart disease?
No.
Did you take your Wellbutrin?
No, I don't think I did.
You don't need to take it?
I don't think I did.
Okay. Were you supposed to take it?
She's so all over the place.
Do you take any Xanax, Klonopin, Ativan, Valium, anything for that to calm you down?
No, just Wellbutrin.
That's the only prescription medicine. And you don't have diabetes, right? Okay. How much have you had to drink?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
When's the last time you did drink?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
What time?
My husband.
I don't mean to lean in, but I can't hear you. So.
My husband came and got me from my office yesterday at 5.
So where's your office at?
In Akron.
In Akron? Okay. So you had a couple
Wish we knew what
drinks at the
time this
office?
was.
Did it feel good to
This
drive
is like
that?
the morning or
Did they
not.
pick you up?
And what were you doing at Kitco?
I just no. I'm not sure.
You're not sure what you were doing at Kitco? Where were you before you drove to Kitco?
I drove to drop my granddaughter off with my son
Oh, what city is that?
in Independence,
Okay. Okay. And you're going back to Akron or Mansfield or where?
Akron. I'm sorry.
Okay. Here's a portable breath test here. I want to make sure you haven't had anything to drink. You mind taking it for me? Yes, you don't mind, or no, you don't want to?
I don't mind.
You don't mind? Okay. So I'm going to hold the machine. I want you to blow through it nice and long and steady, okay? Go ahead and blow through it for me. Blow it hard. Hey dear, do me a favor. Take a step towards me, put your feet together. Keep your hands out by your side. When I tell you to, I'm just going to have you tilt your head back like this and close your eyes, okay? When I tell you to. Then I'm going to say start. When I say start, I want you to estimate the passing of 30 seconds in your head. When you feel that 30 seconds has passed, I want you to put your head up, open your eyes, and say stop. So you're going to be like this. I'm going to say start. You're going to estimate 30 seconds in your head. When you think 30 seconds have passed, I want you to open up your eyes and say stop. Okay, you understand that? Go ahead and tilt your head back for me. Close your eyes. Start. Keep your eyes closed. Okay.
I'm not going to spoil it, but they do discover something on her, I believe.
Here's one more for you. Make a fist, put your fingers out, put them down here. Feet together. Again, I'm going to tell you to tilt your head back and close your eyes. Not yet, but when I do so, I'm going to say right or left. When I say right, if I say right, right finger, tip of your finger to the tip of your nose, back down. If I say left, left finger to the tip of your nose and right back down. Okay? Go ahead and close your eyes. Tilt your head back. Left. Put it down. Right. Put it down. Don't wait for me to tell you to put it down. Left. Put it down. Right. Put it down. Right. Put it down. Left. All right, put it down.
Good. All right, so at this time, I'm going to place you under arrest for suspicion of OBI, okay?
You have nothing on you, right? Because if they go to the jail, it's going to be a bigger charge, okay?
Do you have to do this?
Yeah, we do, unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
You're searching. All right. All right, you can come back with me. We're going to go on this side, so, we don't want to get you by car or anything.
Yeah, it's weird.
Radio to 1828. Can you call my husband?
Yeah, you'll be able to make a phone call, okay, when we get to the jail, okay?
7-year-old male, direct call.
She was laughing at the beginning, and now she's crying, asking, "Do they really have to do this?"
I did not go through this first because there's a lot of money in there.
Mhm.
There's hundreds. So I just didn't want to have it all blow away.
Do it?
Here's her
Oh.
phone. That's it. That's it. So, again,
Yep, Donald, you're right. She's not smiling now, is she?
1915 radio. One will be under arrest. Call Royalton, let them know we'll be en route.
What is that black liquor called?
It smells like incense.
He called for a tow.
You're right, Smurf. You're right.
I wonder if we can get those police officers to tell them to make their body cameras a little quieter.
Right.
Tell them to cut out that background noise.
Exactly. Fozzie, thank you. Fozzie with the
Hey,
10
Fozzie,
membership.
Thank you, Fozzie.
Hey, Phil, here's the cocaine paraphernalia we found in her purse.
You are so great, Fozzie.
Hold on, they just said they found cocaine paraphernalia in her purse.
They sure did.
So what is cocaine paraphernalia versus anything? So I'm just saying cellophane wrapper, a little scale
I'd
maybe?
probably guess a straw. No, I'd guess a straw. Because you snort it and you usually have a straw and like I would guess like something flat to snort it off of, like a mirror or something. I don't know. Let's see if they show it.
Okay.
It's on an open bottle.
So drinks and cocaine?
What do you got?
Cocaine paraphernalia. Just that white powder and a snort straw.
And white powder and a snorty in a little straw. So yeah.
It's a massage therapist.
Okay, so I'll be the first one to admit I was feeling bad for her all the way until the end. All the way to the end, I was in there reading people's comments talking about how they, no sympathy for her, and I was like, no, and no, she could just be on medication and stuff. I was truly feeling for her, and I guess it's her crying that got me. But those in the end, the cops had the intuition. They've been there so many times before. Each of you guys have a job. Each of you guys, you go into work and you can phone it in and still do better than someone who don't do it. Those police officers are the same way. When they start talking to someone, they've already got an intuition to where they're going. And that's where we keep finding it so funny in Judge Fleischer's court about how they don't know how to write a good report. In the end, they found what they wanted to find. They just didn't write it properly. They didn't put it in this way. They didn't put it in the way that was going to get it locked down. But no, I was feeling bad for her. But no, cocaine and open containers of alcohol. Nah, she's got to go. She's got to go, and in the end,
she's passed out on the side of the road. Like, obviously, she wasn't in the right frame of mind for anything. Like, that was weird. What was weird for me is that she was found with cocaine, but she was passed out. Which typically, when you do cocaine, the first thing you do is you don't sleep.
Well, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, I thought she'd have her homework done.
Right. So I wonder what she was on that created her to be so out of it. Because she was definitely on something, and I don't think it was cocaine. But it was interesting that that's what they found.
I love Secret, right?
Yeah.
Don't be a sucker, bro.
You gotta see the. Did you see the card that she made me?
I did. It's great graphic design skills, great AI skills. Yeah, I'm just pure amazed at some of the stuff that she does. Hey, look, go into our Discord. We've got this arts and crafts, small businesses stuff, and get with some of these people. Some of these people are really, really talented. Some of these people do some great stuff, and in the end, I know that AI exists. I know that AI art exists, and I know that some people are really good at it, and I know some people are really bad at it. The way I know people are good at it is I see critters work. The way I know people are bad at it is I try it every once in a while too.
Yeah, and we're actually, if you're a big fan of Judge Fleischer, we're actually all getting together and sending him birthday cards. And that's what she does. She makes cards, custom cards, and she made some custom graphics for the judge that are just out of this world. And she's done it for a couple people. So if that's something you want to get in on, contact her on Discord. She'll hook you up.
And so Jasmine's asking, any body camera videos? I don't have any that I've seen so far, but
I don't have any tonight, but I do have a Washington one. The next one is from Washington.
Yeah, but Jasmine, I'll just tell you, the last ticket that I've gotten one ticket in 20 years. The last ticket that I got was this year in California.
In California?
Yes, this year in California. I actually changed the lanes to avoid a police officer that had someone pulled over and got a ticket for being in the wrong lane. Traffic was moving at about 5 miles an hour. I got out of the way. I made a lane between me and the police officer. And sure enough, that was an HOV lane, and I wasn't an HOV at 5 miles an hour. And so he got me. He won. I paid the ticket. I apologized, and I paid it, and that was the end of it. So we're going to go to the last video of the night is from Washington State. It's another
Washington State body cam.
Yep, another body camera video.
An older woman who is passed out at the gas pump.
Absolutely, Metal Rabbit. Absolutely, it's about telling it what you want. The best way I've been seeing people to describe is you got to use AI as a collaborator in the room. You got to use them as another partner on the team. And my problem is communication. So I don't know how to communicate to people. So I damn sure don't know how to communicate to AI. And so whenever I'll sit there and look at AI and go, just do something cool, and it doesn't. And so that's that. So let's go to the Washington body camera.
Hey, it's the police. Hey, don't grab anything. Can you open the door? Open the door. Yep. Perfect. All right, can you step out for me, please? Thank you. I'm Officer Metcalf.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And Critter does more than AI art, too. Like, she puts it all together and does a lot more. She's very talented.
I don't know anyone that does that at that level that only does AI art, because you've got to have an artistic mind to be able to do that to begin with. So Secret, I didn't.
She does a lot of stuff.
No, absolutely. I didn't mean to put you in just the AI art. I'm just saying you using that as a tool in your toolbox. You do a great job of it. I have a blast with it. And it's not just the cards. You do a bunch of other stuff too. So I love your stuff. I'm not knocking it. I just, I told you AI is about communication, and I'm not good at communicating. So I just make a few grunts and hand gestures and try to get the message across.
All right, what's going on?
Nothing.
Yeah, just pass out at the gas station?
No, I'm just... That's kind of happened.
I'm sorry?
Sorry, I guess you would say pass out at the gas station, kind of.
Okay. How'd that happen?
I was here because I was coming here earlier. And fell asleep. And then I was waiting to... I don't know, I couldn't even tell you. I fell asleep and then was waiting and came over here and I couldn't tell you, honestly.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, early this afternoon I was driving around walking around here, but today, nowhere in particular.
Well, what brought you here in the car?
I was going to go and... Where am I right now? Sorry.
You tell me.
I was still going to go. Okay, yeah, I was going to go back to Arlington and go back out because I should be out in the...
All right. So where are you driving from?
This evening?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where were you driving from? Where you then parked?
No, yesterday.
I was coming from... Probably from. Honestly, couldn't tell you.
Okay. Were you in the city or a different city?
I was in the city.
Okay.
Yes.
So you drove from somewhere random in the city to here at this spot right here.
Yeah. Well, yes and no.
How yes and no?
Well, no, okay. So I was coming from Arlington, and I was trying to get to a different spot in Arlington, and I stopped because I'm tired and I shouldn't. Yeah. Huh?
Kelly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think you should just double check it out.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, be honest with me. Have you had anything to drink?
No, sir.
Have you used any narcotics today?
Yes.
Okay. When was that?
Probably around 6:30.
6:30?
Yeah.
AM, PM? What are you thinking?
PM.
Okay, so
5
about
a.m.
what time do you think it is right now?
I don't know.
Okay. If you were to guesstimate by looking around, approximately what time you would think it was, or the last time you checked?
Probably 9:30ish, 10 o'clock.
At night?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
All right. So you're saying last time you used was 6?
Maybe not.
Last night?
No, maybe it wasn't that long ago. I didn't know it was that early. In the
Missed
morning.
it by
When did you last use that?
Probably maybe like right before it was 10 o'clock. I'm sorry, probably like 9ish last night, 9 or 10 last night.
Okay. What'd you use?
Pill.
All right. What
Blue
kind of
pill-
pill?
blue pill.
Oh, blues?
Yes.
Okay. So around 9
Okay,
or 10
pause it.
you used blues?
Yes.
All right.
So when you hear somebody talk about using blues, what those are oxys. Those are 30 milligram oxys. Most likely they aren't real. They're pressed with fentanyl. They have a little M on them and the number 30, and they're very, very popular amongst opiate users. That would be my first choice to go to if I could choose anything. That's immediately what I would go to. That's what I got started on. And yeah, they're terrible things, but boy, do they feel good. When you don't take them, you feel terrible, and then you have to keep taking them, and that's the vicious cycle. But that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So, what do you do? Like, let's say she's traveling. She looks like she's traveling. You know, what do you do? How do you go into a town that you've never been there and just find that type of stuff?
You don't. She has to know somebody. I knew people that either bought them from other people, or I knew people that had prescriptions that sold their prescriptions, and so I bought them from them. Yeah, I just happen to know people. And the funny thing is that was the reason I moved to Austin, is because I had such an easy connection in Portland that I knew I would never stop. I don't have self-control that way. So I was like, I need to move to Austin. I need to get away from these people. And even when I moved here, I started asking them to ship them to me. And a few times they did. And then I tried so hard to find a connection here in Austin, and I couldn't. And that's what led me to using heroin. And because that's all I could find here. I couldn't find any type of pills whatsoever. Like, I prefer pills. I don't prefer like heroin at all. I don't like it. I never preferred it. It was just a matter of keeping me well and not avoiding withdrawals. That was mostly what it was. I mean, yeah, of course it was about getting high too, but most of the time it wasn't. It was really hard. I couldn't find pills here at all. It was very hard.
Well, so that answers my next question, because my next question was going to be which was truly worse for you, and so you saying
pills. I mean, heroin isn't great, but the pills are way more pervasive, and I liked them more. But most of the time, they were either really real pharmaceuticals or they were pressed with fentanyl. I mean, not many of them, but I could tell a couple of them that I had were pressed with fentanyl. You can just tell they smell different, they taste different, and yeah, I just never. Even to this day, I've lived here 8 or 9 years, and I have never found a pill connection. Of course, I haven't tried for the last several years, but I never ever found one. I'd always ask, be like, hey, if you can find me oxy, that's what I would rather prefer, and I never found it ever. So I don't know. I'm sure you could find it, but I never could. So yeah, and most of the time, people will either crush them up and snort them, or they'll smoke them. I never did that. I prefer to snort them, but yeah.
Okay, and hey everybody, I did earlier. I mentioned about the Scram unit. I've got my son's actual Scram monitoring device, not the one on his leg, but the one that goes into the wall. And so I'll show it. I'll show it at the end of this one, because I want to. in the end, it's neat. I'm curious about it. You know, when the thing started glowing red, I started getting nervous. I was like, oh no. So I went and found my kid. I was like, hey, okay, you're good.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong, but you're good.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and actually, it just started. It just actually woke me up because it does a daily cycle thing through. So in the end, it's a pretty smart little deal, and it's still not worth $360 a month, but it's a pretty smart deal. And
Hey, that's about what I pay for my methadone clinic. It's about $360 a month. So that's what I have to pay for mine.
Yeah, and in the end, it's worth it to keep him safe, and so until he's strong enough to not need it, and so we'll roll with that. Let's go in this video.
And then is where you drove from, where you bought them, and then you drove here, or what happened?
No, I smoked it here.
I'll be right
smoked it, and I was rode with somebody, and then came here.
Okay. All right. Do you have any other blues or narcotics in the car? Obviously. Yeah.
I'm just, sorry. I honestly
don't dig around in your pockets.
Not that
are they potentially on you?
No.
Okay. Are they potentially in the car?
Yes, but I don't think I have any more.
You don't think you have any
I
more?
don't think I have any more.
Do you have any? Most people aren't using it anymore, but heroin?
No.
Okay. Any meth in the car?
No.
Any other kind of drug, or you mainly use blues?
Just blues mainly.
Okay. All right.
I smoke meth, but I don't have any. I don't think.
I'm sorry.
I don't have any meth though. I do that though.
Okay. And is this your car? Was she the RO?
This is Richard's. He's my boss's car. I'm a living caregiver.
Oh, okay.
And that's the reason Judge Boyd doesn't allow people to be caregivers.
All right. Would you be willing to do some voluntary field sobriety test for me?
Sure.
It's up to you. Okay. So here's what we'll do.
I'm freezing though. Can I warm up first or something?
I mean, you got a jacket. What I can do is get your other slipper. I'll give you that. But I think right now we're good. I mean, you got more to cover yourself than I do. Okay. So here, I'll just go back.
Can I put my hood up? Am I allowed to do that? Okay.
All right. Here's what I'll have you do. Just take a step right there for me. I'm just going to get your slipper here in a second, okay? Alright, so here's what we will do. We got a pretty even spot on the other side of the car, so what we'll do is walk over there, okay? Alright, do you have any medical conditions that would prevent you from doing some pretty simple tests?
No, sir.
Alright, do you have resting nystagmus?
I'm sorry?
If you don't know what it is, probably don't have it.
No.
Do you wear glasses, contacts?
I have
anything
contacts.
Like that? You have contacts in? Are
Yes,
you in
sir.
right now?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'd like you to do is just look at my pen. Can you see my pen okay?
Yes.
Alright. Perfect. I just want you to look at the tip of my pen where my finger's at, and I just want you to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. It's pretty cold in May in Washington at 5 o'clock in the morning. It could be. They're in the north part. But it shouldn't be freezing.
Alright, just keep your eye on the tip there. As high as you can go there. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Alright, so next one's going to be the walk and turn, okay?
Yes, sir.
Alright, you may begin when you're ready.
Well, no, I'm glad they cut out doing all the instructions. I hate listening to that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
501.
1, 2.
I know we've said it a million times, but I hate that they make them do that. She's already admitted to being on medicine, on drugs. I don't know why they're making her do a walk and turn, but I know they collect it for evidence. It's just frustrating.
All I can think about is a 7-Eleven and
All
Slurpee
right.
machine.
The next one will be the one-leg stand, okay?
Okay.
So if you want to get on the flatter part of the surface there, what you're going to do, go ahead and put your feet together like so. You're going to have your hands down at your side just like me, and you're not going to start until I tell you to begin, okay? All right, get in your starting position, and you may begin.
2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007. Okay, start again.
Keep going. You're doing good.
2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Oh, you may stop. Okay, you're good. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead. We're going to stand over the patrol car right here. I want you to hang out the push bars just for a moment, okay? And my partner will hang out with you for just a moment. And you said there shouldn't be any other kind of drugs in the car?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
I mean, except for the 4.
See, Blue Stripe dude just pulled up that the low in Seattle was 49 degrees according to AccuWeather in May. In May?
That's awesome.
How is that habitable?
Because you're from Florida. That's my normal habitat. Like, that's what I love. But you know what? I'm so indoctrinated to Texas. We went to the grocery store last night and it was like 50 degrees and I was frozen, but it was the wind was blowing really hard, which makes it colder. But that's a normal temperature to me. And I mean, I couldn't do it now. Like I said, I'm now ingrained in Texas weather, but
Yeah.
I loved it. I love being cold. I don't know why.
Yeah, and everybody, and look, I can't stand that they make them do this walk, but then whenever it gets into court, I can't stand when
Yeah,
the
I
police
know.
officer didn't have enough evidence on it. So in the end, I want them to collect more than enough evidence, but yet I don't want them to waste people's time on the side of the road. And so
God, Bill, you're hard to please.
it's impossible. I look, I couldn't be a police officer. If I was a police officer, I would start off with a taser. Just you walk up to a car, just go ahead and taser the person, and then see how they're doing after that. And so
Yeah, I would not be able. I couldn't do it.
It's just like teachers, teachers and nurses and stuff. The patience that's required for those kinds of jobs and the ethics that's required for those kinds of jobs.
Yep.
No, I couldn't do that because it'd be so hard. Brecken was telling a story about, she teaches kids how to swim, and she was telling a story about a dad coming and kind of venting to her, and I was no, I could not deal with that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I could
Not at all.
I could deal with that. And Linus, we're talking about Fahrenheit anyways. 50 degrees Celsius is boiling, I think. So 50 degrees Celsius is absolutely. Yeah,
So
yeah, no,
funny.
no. I was going to go for a walk the other day. I was going to be proactive and go for a walk. Take my dog for a walk. She was irritating me. I saw it was 47
Yeah.
degrees. I was like, nope. That dog, you're just going to have to curl up on the couch and watch a movie. So
That's awesome.
that's not going to happen. We got 2 minutes left of this one. Let's go for it.
All right.
Right. And you're saying that was used how long ago? Okay.
Oh, see? Tinfoil right there. So she smokes them.
Oh, I thought it meant she was paranoid.
Nope. Nope. So that's what she does. She smokes the pills.
Watch her just be a baker.
Nope. She probably sat there and toked up and fell out, or got high and nodded out and fell out and just passed out. That's what you do.
Cold, I take it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of the result.
Alright, so here's what I'm going to be doing today, okay? Go ahead and turn away from me. I'm going to be placing you on arrest for DUI, okay? Yep. Just stay where you're at.
Vicky, I moved my parents from Portland, Oregon to Austin, Texas in the middle of July, of the hottest summer on record. So I get you.
I'm just going to make sure these don't tighten up on you, okay?
Drunken smart. That could be a ding dong junkie. Very true. She could be a ding dong junkie. Oh, that made me laugh.
Yeah. So I was looking at Fletcher Boy talking about its mid-50s and drizzling in Nashville. Look, I lived there for 3, 4, 5 years, and I tell you what, that state was awesome. They actually had seasons.
Oh,
And,
nice.
And I was not used to seasons, and it was having fall last a few months was just nice. And so
Oh, I bet.
right now it's still mid 50s is that around there. It is so beautiful in that area. The trees are all different
Yeah, it's-
colors. And see here,
It's 66 here.
yeah, and see the only way we can tell it's winter here is we just don't have to cut grass as often. We just cut it every 2 or 3 weeks instead of every week. And
There
so,
you go.
Yep, and Beverly.
They don't use foil on ding dongs anymore. Wait a minute. How did I not know this? What do they wrap ding dongs in now? They don't use foil. That's weird. I'm not going to get an answer for 30 seconds, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Let's finish up this video.
Engaged and double locked. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't quite. Do you have anything in your pockets at this moment? No. Okay. I'm going to wait to put some gloves on. We're going to walk over to my car, which will be the other one. Okay. I should have something back in my car if you mind staying with her.
Or
just hang out right here, guys.
Crap, man.
One.
Why am I feeling it? Can you tell me why I failed? I'm cold? I mean, I'm just asking.
That's not because you're cold.
Huh?
It's because you did
What did I
drugs and you're
fail?
behind the wheel of the car. You drove here.
You admitted to using drugs and driving. That could be the reason.
Yeah, DUI is illegal.
Oh.
That's why you're under this. Alright, go ahead and have a seat for me. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a little warmer in here. Alright, so at this time you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you can't afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There we go.
That's over there.
That'd be the end, kids.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching this show. It really does mean a lot to us. You guys
Yes, and if you guys want, again, I'll repeat that if anybody wants me to send them any Narcan, I'm going to find out later on this weekend how much the shipping charges are going to be, and if you want to cover the shipping, then I will ship you some Narcan. I've got it for free. So send me a DM on Discord if that's something you want, and we'll figure it out together. That's the Scram monitoring system. That's what you got.
Yep. And so the little that's the Scram thing there.
Yeah.
And so right there in the center there where it's clear, the little circle, it'll start having a red ring, and that's to let us know that it's either downloading from his device or it's uploading to their system.
Okay, gotcha.
And so it like I said, it looks like it just looks like an old plastic, like an old cell phone, old cell phone case or something.
Yeah.
And he's Junebug. He's got the one on his ankle. Thank you so much, Fletcher boy. You have a great Thanksgiving. But yeah, Junebug. It sits in the house like a cell phone would, and then my son wears the one on his ankle, and every time he can be in another room in the house, but if he comes like on my side of the house, it all of a sudden it'll start uploading. And like I said, the first couple times it did it, I had to go run and check. I had to go run and check on him because I didn't know that the red didn't mean he was up to something. To me, red means bad. So I went chasing up on him. But it's fairly simple. It doesn't make any sounds, which is great. I wouldn't have been able to tolerate it if it made noise. But I've got the to be able to do the show. I've got the modem, close to the computer. That way, I got a good signal, and so that was the obvious choice for it. So, but thank you guys so much.
Real quick, are we going to do, since Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and I hope you all have an amazing Thanksgiving. I personally can't stand the holiday, so I plan to sleep. But I hope you all have an amazing Thanksgiving if you celebrate. Are we going to do a show tomorrow, or are you going to spend time with your family?
No, definitely not spending time with my family. I plan on doing a show. You want to do it? If you want to do it, I'm good for it.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, look, if you guys don't have anything going on tomorrow night, or if you're not in a sugar coma and you need something to watch, we'll be here back with it. I'm going to try to do it live tomorrow. I'm going to coordinate with Kathy, make sure what she's doing, because I know Kathy's doing one in the morning. So make sure get up at 4:00 in the morning and watch hers, because it's worth it.
Absolutely.
But
she got a great show.
But I'm going to try to see what she's doing tomorrow, and I'm going to try to throw one on. Right now my head's saying 10:00 in the morning, but there's also a part of me that says no, and so.
Okay.
And so, but we will figure it out, and we'll post it on Discord and YouTube. So you guys have a great night. Thank you so much, and we'll see you then.